What's up, strongest men, women, and children from blocks all around the world? I am my block's strongest man, and tonight we're going to continue our discussion of the Mammoth Strength Challenge V Pro-Am, but we're going to talk about some of the novice ladies tonight. So my new buddy, Alila Worley, who's in the heavyweight ladies open division, turned me on to her friend, Kadi Rogers, who's competing heavyweight novice, and boy is she putting up some fantastic weights, especially for... it seems like just picking up strong women really recently. So I had to hop on here to tell you all about Katie Chaos is actually her nickname. Ciao, homie. Welcome back to My Block's Strongest Man, where we bring strongman into the mainstream by discussing all of the latest strongman events in the greatest analytic detail that you'll find anywhere on YouTube. We also show you how to replicate some of those events at a smaller scale with objects all around you in your own home. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to this channel so you get notified of all of the latest videos that I release 4 times a week for your viewing pleasure. Make sure to comment below whether you agree or disagree with my videos. I love the engagement and I respond to every single comment. Now on to today's topic. So, first and foremost, hop over to the Mammoth Strength Pro Facebook page, see all the latest competitors in each of the divisions, then hop on over to my channel and set your reminder. Look at this, live in 45 hours only. We're cutting it close. Get on there and set your reminder for my live after show. I have 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 incredible interviews on my live after show. I'm the only official one. You got to come here to see it. So, Katie Chaos. Let's take a look at her profile on Instagram. Before that, let me show you on the magic spreadsheet what the weights are for the novice ladies. They're a little different than for the open class. So I have kind of both of them here. The open is what you've already seen below in my previous videos, and here's the novice class. So for the overhead medley, the log is 110 pounds, axle is 110, Mauser is 120, Viking press 145 for as many reps as possible in the remaining time limit. Deadlift is 310-pound deadlift on a traditional, 385 on the axle deadlift, and then the car pull rig, they don't say what it weighs. Then farmers, it's 200 pounds per hand, 400 pounds on the frame, and then moving into the stone medley, 160 for a natural stone, 155 for Atlas, 180 for Mauser block, 200 for the Husafell stone, and then the tire flip is 400, 450, and then 500 for the largest tire. So that bigger, biggest kind of progression. And so what I noticed, because, you know, I'm so astute, is that the weights for the novice heavyweight ladies are the same as the weights for the open middleweight ladies. See, I pay attention to things. But anyway, moving on to how Katie is doing, let's go take a look here. So I started looking through and was like super pleased to see she's doing all the medleys that are in the contest. Not every athlete does that. Here's her stone carry medley, and she also gives all the weights that she's using, which makes it super easy to kind of sing her praises and show you all the awesome stuff that she's accomplishing here. It seems based on her Instagram profile that she used to or maybe still does roller derby, which is freaking interesting as heck. I want to check that out as well and go over to some of those Instagram profiles and see some of her work there. But as you see, it's a 180-pound Atlas, followed by a 200-pound Husafell stone, followed by a 76-pound sandbag, which in some ways I think is harder than natural stone because it shifts and moves, and a natural stone doesn't. The grips are just in place. And then a 180-pound Mauser block. So she seems to be handling these really well. I don't think this is a 50-foot length, but the novice ladies might not have to do a 50-foot length like the open class and the pros do. So who knows? But like I said, I mean, look at these carries. This is freaking awesome. And she talks about in some of these posts also that she broke her leg not too long ago. It's incredible what she's doing after recovering from something like that. And she also talks about kind of this being only like her first or second or third time touching these implements. She seems like a prodigy, honestly. Like, she's been working with Alila Worley, as I mentioned, and she's not like super crazy below Alila's weights on some of these lifts. Like, it's really, really amazing. So Yeah, here you go. In these short months, never having touched an implement and breaking my leg, and surgery just over 10 months ago. Just an incredible, inspiring story. And so there's kind of your stone medleys. And then if we scroll through, here she's doing her farmers. And there's a 180-pound farmer per hand. Very fast. Like, no problem with the speed or handling the weight. And she comes back and does another rep with it as well. This is a farmer's hold. And then if we go through her profile a little more, it's just more and more impressive stuff. This is a 400-pound frame for a 16-second hold. And as you see, like, she gets it up pretty easily, very comfortable with the hold. Her breathing is really controlled. 16 seconds is a long time. If they're doing farmers out and frame back in 60 seconds, you get 30 seconds to do it. So if she can, get across in 16, it's wonderfully fast, right? It's in plenty of time. And so again, like, really great stuff I'm seeing here. If you keep going through as well, some more kind of stonework. This is going back now 4 weeks ago, not that long ago, but here, she's kind of working her way back up. This is a 180-pound Atlas stone she's carrying. And so she's kind of working her way toward peaking for the contest. There's some more Husefeld stone. She's doing a bunch of heavy squatting here as well. And then as you scroll through some more kind of party time with her strong woman friends and her pets and her family maybe. Some more, let's see, is this a squat? Or no, this is going to be a press. So she's hitting PR, she says, what the press is. Push press, 145 to 165. Strict press, 95 for 5. Mauser, 120. So she's basically like here, if we scroll through these other... There you go. So here's the 120-pound Mauser. And so training all the right stuff. And as I said, for just touching these implements a couple of months ago, like, just really, really successful very fast. I'm jealous, I gotta say. Here's some more farmers as well. And so now that you've kind of seen like all the awesome stuff that Kadi Chaos is doing in her prep for Mammoth Strength Challenge in the novice class, let's go back to my magical spreadsheet and tell you how I think she's going to do. So here's where I'm putting down all her best lifts. So I saw her do a 110 log, which is what the competition requires, but it was like crazy easy for her, like lifting a piece of paper. So I think she'll have lots of speed in that part of the medley. Axel was even easier, like 110, like it wasn't even there. Mauser block for 120, which is what the contest requires. And the Viking press of 145, she did 10 reps with that. So very easy, no problem. She's going to win the overhead medley without question. I was actually only able to find results and prep on one other competitor in this class, Amanda McFarland, but Kadi Rogers is like, I think, I don't want to say further in her journey, but like picked it up easier maybe. Like Amanda's doing well, but Kadi's doing like otherworldly things. So if we move on to the deadlift, for example, 315 for a rep, 310 is required by the contest. She's fine there. That rep wasn't hard. She did a 385 axle, which is what the contest requires. That one was a little harder, but she was able to do it. It's funny because I saw her like put a hitch in her deadlift to get it up, which I didn't think she actually needed. I thought, a smooth motion she was fine with. And then the car pull, she was doing a 505 rig. I saw her do 2 reps, I believe, on that one as well. So I don't know what the rig's going to weigh, weight in hand, but how much more than that can it be? Like, she's going to win the deadlift medley also. Farmer's frame, not a question. She does an easy farmer's 180 per hand. The contest requires 200, but 180 was like a total breeze for her. So easily she's going to win this medley as well. She was doing that 400-pound frame for a 16-second hold, and I think that's plenty enough to get back in the allotted time with the 400 in the contest. Stone medley, we saw the 176 sandbag, which is considerably more than the natural stone she'll be asked to lift, and like I said, I think sandbags are harder than natural stones, at least the type she was lifting. Her Atlas, again, is 180 compared to the 155 that'll be required, and she handled it without a problem. Mauser block, 180, and Husafel, 200, the competition weights, and again, not a problem. Like, you know, took a second or two to get them up, but the walk was very easy for her, so she's going to win the stone medley also. I haven't seen her tire flip, but I haven't seen any evidence that anyone else can beat her, so Kadi Rogers wins this division, the ladies novice heavyweight division, hands down. I think she has no competition, at least not that I've seen. If I can find some other evidence to the contrary, I'll let you know, but it seems like Amanda McFarland has been kind of lifting. Rihanna Pointer, if I'm finding the right person online, seems like she's kind of getting into strong woman more and is at the beginning of her journey. And Diane Nelson, unfortunately, has a name too common for me to find the right one. But if you're watching this, please let me know, and I'll definitely do my best to shout you out. So, Kadi Rogers, you got your video. Thank Alila for it. You deserve it. Your prep looks amazing. I can't wait to watch you compete. And for all of you that have come here and watched my analysis, let me know in the comments below if you agree with everything I've told you about Kadi Chaos, and tune in this Saturday to watch her compete, and then tune in to My Block Strongest Man for the after show. Thanks again for joining me, and of course, until next time, as always, ciao, homie. So if you like this video and want to learn more about any of the products I described during this video, make sure to check out the links in the description below. So if you like this video and haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing using that button right there. And also stay tuned for some other videos that you might love blooping up right there. This one is the one that YouTube thinks that you will like the best, and this one is the one that I think you will like the best. As always, share this with everyone, and until next time, ciao, homie.